Here with strike7sports.com. And I just want to talk about a recent tweet put out by Pro Football Focus, the highly acclaimed website that deals with stats and rankings and fancy content, betting content. Pretty much, for a lot of people, is the go-to site for the NFL on how players are rated, how players are viewed, things of that matter. It's a very popular website, subscription based outlet that's out there right now, very popular right now. They've been that way for a couple of years now, but um, they put out a tweet today stating that you know, pretty much lamenting that Aaron Donald being the goat the goat when it comes to the defensive side of the football. Now, Lawrence Taylor, you know, LT, kind of winked at that, you know, put the finger up, like hold up, this kind of emoji put up right here, kind of questioning that statement. Now I mean they got some good metrics to back it up by, with this based on this tweet right here. Best in the league, straight years is 99 overall. Man, now this man rating to me, man, doesn't. It's crazy how this stuff is, a part of metrics now. How they've added this man rating to metrics now. Straight years, 6 straight years of being number one in a pre-FFF 50. I guess that's their 50 best players list. Um, it is what it is, man. The guy has a lot of accolades, man. I can name a few of them. Defensive Player of the Year, numerous Pro Bowls, Super Bowl champion. Um, like I said, Defensive Player of the Year could have won. Could have won Super Bowl MVP this year because he is the guy that pretty much got the Rams back involved in that game. When it comes to winning it. Now, both these players are unique in their own way, man. Lawrence Taylor changed the game when he was coming up, and Aaron Donald's changing the game when he right now during this era. Lawrence Taylor being a guy that could come off the edge at his size with that speed that can disrupt the quarterback like that. That was unheard of in those days. Aaron Donald, what makes him unique is that he is doing this from a defensive tackle position, a position that doesn't get is pretty much built to play against the run, to defend the run, stop pressure, put pressure up the middle. This guy is something like a hybrid, in my opinion. Aaron Donald's like a hybrid player. He can come off the edge, he can come up the middle, stop the run, um, disrupt quarterbacks, disrupt offensive line. He just does a lot, and to what separates him from Lawrence Taylor is that um, his supporting cast on the offensive side is way better than what Lawrence Taylor had in his days. He had Phil Sims. I forgot the running back's name. Um, that running back, can't remember his name, but they were that offense back in the day was those Giants teams were pretty much built off of defense for the most part. Run the football, be conservative, play action pass, those type of things. They can have like Mark Barbaro, the tight end. Yeah, Otis Anderson, that run the running back they had back in those days for the Giants. But it's pretty much Phil Sims, Otis Anderson, and Mark Barbaro. Those guys weren't doing nearly as no, they wasn't doing nearly as much as the Rams offense was to win games. Pretty much built off of Lawrence Taylor and that defense. Him and Carl Banks, Harry Carson, Pepper Johnson, Wilbur Marshall. It was a little up to those guys, but both players, I mean, got their own argument of why they're the goat in their era. And for Lawrence Taylor to put that out, I think LT is just getting on Twitter. I know he hasn't even been on Twitter that long. And Twitter, Lawrence Taylor put that out shows that he does pay attention to stuff. You know, um, Aaron Donald is an all-time great player, man. He is an all-time great player. To do the things that he's to be able to do, playing these rules, makes him a special player, man. And I've said this already. If he had to retire right now, if he didn't continue playing football, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer right now. He would go into Ken on his first um, year of eligibility. He would go into Ken ASAP without no questions, no doubts. You know, nobody looking at his stats, judging what he's done on the field. None of that. He would get in, um, hands down, without question. You know, it's just that simple, man. Player like that, man, a generational talent. And no, I mean, looking back at it now, he's probably a like a first overall pick. If you had to rewind that draft that he came out in, he's probably a first round pick, a first overall, the number one pick. You know, 3 time Defensive Player of the Year award winner, 2017, 2018, 2020. AP Defensive Rookie of the Year. First, 7 time selection of being on named to the first team All Pro. 8 time Pro Bowler. Um, Numerous NFC Defensive Player of the Week, 8 times. I mean, Hall of Famer. Had 20 sacks in 2018 from the defensive tackle position. These type of stats are unheard of, man. It's just that simple, man. I don't know. I mean, Lawrence Taylor, accomplished a lot during his era as well. You know, and I think that's what make both of these guys um, talents, their game identical. Is that they changed the era that they played in at that time. That what makes them unique. I would side towards Lawrence Taylor, in my opinion. But Aaron Donald is not too far behind him. He may be the second greatest player of all defensive player of all time. Depends on who you talk to. You got guys like Deion Sanders that can make an argument. Ed Reed, Reggie White. A lot of great players out there that play on that defensive side, play on the defensive side of football that can make that argument, that can make that claim of them being ranked up there with Lawrence Taylor. You know, but I think it's a good conversation, man. It's a great discussion, man, of what comparing these players. But I think both players were the goats of their era, of their own era, and had unique abilities during that time that they played in that perspective era, that perspective generation. So it's a good conversation, you know. All right, man. Let me get off here, man. That's all I have for y'all for right now. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. Do you think Aaron Donald's the GOAT for being the greatest defensive player of all time? Or do you prefer to side with Lawrence Taylor? Also, check out strike7sports.com whenever you get a chance. Also, hit that bell notification icon to receive my latest updates whenever I go live or the latest content that I put out. Have a blessed night. Peace. I'm out.